The last thing we're waiting for now, which may happen at any time, is the rapture. It could happen at any time. I don't want anybody's blood to be on my neck. So we're warning now and telling people that the rapture can happen at any time. All the signs that will make it happen has already happened. All this lack of holiness, lukewarmness towards God is sign of the end of the age. All this lack of commitment, you only come to church on Sunday, no Bible study, no real meeting, is sign of the end of the age. It's like you want to survive on 1 meal a week. No, it's a sign of the end of the age. All this increased knowledge, the computers and everything is sign of the end of the age. All this lack of commitment you find amongst Christians is sign of the end of the age. You need to know where you are going. You need to know why God brought you here. You need to know that you are here for a purpose. Very soon, beloved, the Bible says in a moment, the twinkling of an eye, at the last trumpet. Because the trumpet shall sound, and the dead in Christ shall arise first. And then we that were alive that are for Christ, we shall hear the trumpet. It is a tragedy if you have money and you don't hear the trumpet. It's a tragedy if you are married and you have everything you want to have, you have certificates, you have everything and you don't hear the trumpet. It's a tragedy if you are coming to a Bible-believing church like this and you do not hear the trumpet. It's a tragedy if you are coming to a place like this, you are praying so hard but you miss the rapture. You are in serious trouble indeed if you have ever had a vision that rapture happened and you didn't go. You are in serious trouble. You are also in serious trouble if all your dreams in your life you have never seen anything about heaven. The rapture of the church will be worldwide. For there are true believers scattered all over the world. The Bible says one shall be taken and the other shall be left. All the true believers shall be taken. Every country will experience chaos on that day. Government will move in as quickly as possible to try to prevent anarchy and terror. Many of them will struggle to put strong measures into place to address the chaos that will happen. But they will not succeed. Because millions of people will suddenly disappear from the face of the earth. Just in a moment, in the twinkling of an eye. Many infant children will massively disappear. And from all walks of life, and from virtually every phase of life, people will be missing. The roads, the streets, the airports will be in shambles. All the engineers, the bus drivers, and all the pilots, and multitude of private car owners will have been cut up. And because the drivers will be raptured, the pilots will be raptured, there will be crashes of planes and vehicles and everything. There will be chaos. A lot of people in those planes and in those vehicles will not have time to repent before they land in hellfire. It will take weeks to unscramble the mangled cars and all the fallen aircrafts. And remaining millions of people will be wailing and they will be dazed and shaken by what has just taken place. Just like they screamed during the time of Noah. When Noah was warning that there is going to be rain, they didn't believe it could happen. All of a sudden it happened. Many say, I don't believe this kind of superstition. Don't worry. Your belief or not believing it does not make it irrelevant. Many shall be frantically looking for their loved ones who are lost. Many people, they will be looking for many people in the rubble of broken cars and shops and buildings. Communications will be greatly disrupted. Many key persons shall disappear and the lines and communication will be in a mess. The crashes will break many of the wires and render the communication useless. And those who are searching for people, they will jam the little communication left and nobody will be able to communicate. The husband and wife will be on the bed. One shall be taken, the other shall be left. We may gather like this at a wedding ceremony. All of a sudden, before the pastor joins them together, the pastor goes and the couple is still standing there. All of a sudden, what they will say in the front is just the suit and the dress of the man. Because the man was just trying to marry two fornicators together. All of a sudden, the trumpet will stand. And the person driving the luxurious bus will be taken. And the bus will run into a ditch. And people there die. Many of them go to hellfire. Policemen, firemen, all the rescue workers will walk around the clock. They will not be able to solve the problem. Hospitals will overflow. Many of the kind doctors will have been raptured. Emergency shelters and first aid will not solve the problem. The Red Cross will be completely useless. And then the opportunities will move in. People will be looting and killing people. They shall feel that under what is happening, there is nothing anybody can do to arrest them. A sample of what I'm describing now is what happened when there was bomb blast at Ikeja. Even with the bomb blast and the uncertainty of people rushing to their death, some women who ran out of the bedroom naked because they didn't know what was happening. Men were raping them on the streets in spite of the confusion. There will be complete breakdown of law and order. They will be dedicating babies. All of a sudden the baby will go and the sinful parents will be left behind with nothing. All of a sudden there will be a family prayer meeting and the trumpet stands and the house girl who is bringing food for God disappears and the rest are there. It is then many will understand what we have been saying. Many will now rush to church. The church will be jam-filled the next Sunday. They'll say, so that thing that these people are saying, it has happened. But then, it will be too late. Rise up on your feet. All eyes closed. There's an ancient Yoruba proverb. It said, when there is chaos, and when there is storm, and wind, arthritis will show his own candidate. As long as there is crisis and there's a lot of noise all over the place, there is confusion. When the person with arthritis wants to run, arthritis will say, no, I'm here. You can't go. What is it in your life that will glue you down to this world when the trumpet sounds? That thing is already there now, unless you deal with it. And sometimes when we close the service, that is all the time you pick the Bible up in the week. That's all. That's all. In fact, if not for the enemies pursuing some people, they don't want to come to a place like Mountain of Fire. They don't like the way they look. They don't like the way they dress. They don't like the way they do anything. They don't like anything they do here. They just like the prayers. No. It's not so. It's more than that. Here we are going to heaven. Putting together a candidate of people who want to make heaven. There are many deceivers amongst us. A lot of hypocrites. That's your sugar daddy. And your fornicating boyfriend will glue you down here when the trumpet sounds. That is your own arthritis. When the wind begins to blow and there is storm, there is crisis. And everybody is trying to run away. Arthritis will say, no. How about your anger? How about your malice? How about your pride? Where do you want to go? Is it people like you they want there? And beloved, it is not even good to say that you want to stay here and wait for Antichrist. Once you don't go with the rapture, your coming here is in vain. You need to pray that whatsoever will glue you down, whatsoever will marry your bone to what is in this world. Is it money? Money will grow wings and fly away. Is it beauty? Beauty is vain. You say, I cannot be serious now because of my husband. That husband will turn back at the graveyard. I don't want people to think that I'm a fanatic. Then you don't know where you're going yet. Your direction is not clear at all. Not clear at all. Some people will be coming to this church Sunday morning. They're already buying food all over the place. There are even some demonic people selling food around. And people are eating it. I want you to understand. This is a serious matter.